God damn you, Jamie, for leaving me in charge. I have no idea how to start this.
I'll start it for you. Welcome, everyone, to the Caiminds podcast. I am a random British person standing in for Jamie the Comic. Obviously, I'm not Jamie the Comic, because my British accent sounds fake as hell. I took a lot of drugs before coming in today.
That explains a few things.
So yes, I am really LJ7117 with a British accent, because we need a British person in these podcasts apparently, and I'm here with Pinkshuchan.
Hello.
And that twat that no one remembers.
Oh, ha ha ha. Fuck you to all 5 planes of oblivion, you bastard.
So, whose topic shall we start off with today?
Well, let's just go ahead and get yours done with so we can get all the shit out of the way.
Fuck you, dude. I'm not doing this accent anymore. I am too sad to do this accent. I hope you realize. Anyway, I know I sound like a broken record when bringing up this game series, but it's Dangan Ronpa time!
And cue Jamie screaming at the other end of the audio.
So, because, apparently NIS, I would guess, started the dub work for the 2 Dangan Ronpa games around the same time period, we have some English voice actors for the second game already announced. We have Bryce Papenbrook from the first game coming in to play basically an anti-version of his character named Nagito. We have the awesome and totally badass Kyle Hebert as a pink-haired Axel-looking motherfucker.
Yay!
We have Derek Stephen Prince as a mobster, friggin' Vexen from Chain of Memories, bitches.
Yay!
2 voice actresses who I don't recognize as Chiaki and Sonia.
Yay!
And an amateur VA, Kira Buckland, aka Rina Chan, playing Hiyoko. But we also have a possibility that Johnny Young Bosch might be in the cast, and if you know...
It is a possibility, but it's not confirmed. He only just brought up the game.
But that might mean he's in it, and that would make me very happy.
We'll have to wait until, more info comes in. I really can't wait to find out who else is going to be voicing in the second game, because I actually thought that the voice acting in the first game was actually really good.
It was good, and this cast looks potentially better than the last game.
Oh, definitely.
Even though it doesn't have Aaron Fitzgerald as Genocide Jack, which was awesome. And that's all I have to say, and I'm pretty sure Jamie just finished beating his head over the wall at this point.
You just hope it shows to him in, video with just, blood coming down his forehead.
That would be so funny. I'm sorry. I'm so deliciously evil. Anyway, next topic.
Alright, Pink, rock, paper, scissors, you for it.
How are we gonna play rock, paper, scissors? We're in a column we can't really see.
Simple. You say rock, paper, scissors, and then I say the next thing.
That's bullshit! That's bullshit! That's fucking bullshit!
I dictate this podcast now. You will obey me.
I am assuming direct control.
Alright, Pink, since you're my friend, what do you call?
I call Tails.
Okay. Dropped it. Shit. Tails.
Alright. Well, it's actually ironic that I chose Tails, considering that my news is basically some updates regarding Sonic Boom! Yay!
Hurrah!
It had been revealed, a week ago, or somewhere around there, that, about some new info regarding Sonic Boom, and some of that info includes, some details of the Sonic Boom game, including, some gameplay elements that are added in, the fact that, there's no Chaos Emeralds.
Yes!
Chaos Emeralds in this.
Yes!
And there is a possibility of there actually being new characters, returning characters that are going to be in Sonic Boom.
Potentially Shadow.
Yeah, I think Rouge would make a good addition as well.
Though that does bring up the question, because Chaos Emeralds are essential to not only Shadow's character, but Rouge's character, and they're both always going after him for different reasons.
Well, again, this is a spin-off series, so they could make something up that
You could potentially change Rouge to just, wanting to get jewels in general, because she's not just after Chaos Emeralds, even in the old series.
With Shadow, they'd have to change something else, but I'm pretty sure they could come up with something good if they stick with something that's, like, close to the original, but has altered it enough that it's not exactly like the original and flows with the type of story that Sonic Boom is going for. I think it should be fine.
But this is, a Sonic-based franchise, and one thing it does like doing is spamming out new characters, even if you don't end up seeing them anywhere else for a while. They more often than not tend to make new characters versus, hey, we already have a huge lineup of characters, let's pull one up there. No, it's just like, you know what we need? A new hedgehog.
Silver! This stupid marijuana head motherfucker.
Well, there is a possibility
the marijuana head. I have psychic abilities.
Look at my hair. It looks like marijuana leaves.
Again, like, there are, like, possibilities. They could rewrite Silver.
They could, but my money's more likely on if they're going to put more characters in it, they're going to be making new characters versus rehashing
I doubt it personally, because from what it seems, they're not bringing in any new characters. Any characters they bring in have already been brought into a Sonic game before.
And still, it's been typical Sonic formula that, every new game, there's always at least one new character, and then, for the most part, you never see that character ever again. They're just faded into obscurity. It's just like, they have a brief moment of existence, and then the fandom pretty much hates them, and they're never seen again.
Princess Elise is a huge example of this.
Well, there's more than that. A few characters do get occasional returns. Some are really popular, but for the most part, with Sonic games, you tend to see more new characters than rehashing old characters.
But sometimes, like, these characters' fan bases are so big. Sometimes. Not all the time. There are plenty of hated characters. But, like, you have characters like Shadow, whose only appearance was meant to be Sonic Adventure 2. Then he had, like, this huge fan base going on.
Yeah.
And so Sega brought him back from the dead using science.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how the Sonic Heroes thing worked in bringing back Shadow, because I couldn't get very fucking far in that goddamn game.
Sonic Heroes has a horrible story, and you're lucky you didn't get far. I played the entire game.
But yeah, I do know that was also the game where the robot pseudo-replacement for Gamma from Sonic Adventure was introduced. And
yeah, Omega.
Yeah, like, a lot of people liked Gamma, but he basically, exploded, so they couldn't bring it back, so I'm guessing Omega was like a proxy bring-in or something like that, except only he was, like, more bloodthirsty or something like that.
Yeah, in fact, video game reviewer, some call me Johnny, called Omega Gamma on steroids.
He does kind of... I could see where the Gamma on steroids thing.
The thing is, apparently, like, just to go a little bit off topic, apparently, like, the whole deal... This is nerd talk. Apparently,
nerd talk!
Like, the excuse they gave for that is that Eggman used, like, leftover parts from Gamma to build Omega. And I'm wondering, what parts? He blew up!
Now it kind of leaves the question of, which characters would you be excited to see come back for Sonic Boom?
I'd be excited to, in terms of with the exception of the 4 characters, which I'm already excited to see, I'd be interested to see what they would do with Shadow, because I'm curious what they would do without the Chaos Emerald plot point that has plagued his story every single game he's in.
I must find the Chaos Emeralds.
I'd be interested in seeing Rouge and Omega, because, if we're going to have Shadow and Rouge, we need Omega, because it's not those two without the entire Team Dark anymore.
Yeah, true.
I'd prefer to see Gamma more than Omega, though.
True. I do like Gamma more than Omega, personally, but yeah. Other characters I'd be interested in to see, fuck Big the Cat, please leave him out of this, thank you!
Well, again, like, similar to what they did with Amy, they could actually make Big likable.
But here's the thing, Amy already had people who defended her character right from the get-go, me included. Big has no one defending his character. None! Like, no one likes this guy. People do admit he was badass in Heroes, but other than that, no one likes this guy! But I'd also be interested in seeing, Cream the Rabbit. It'd be interesting if they brought in alternate dimensions to bring in Silver and Blaze. That'd be kind of interesting to see what they would do with them. But, I'm not... Well, more so Blaze. I'm not a big Silver fan, even though Quentin Flynn is his current voice actor. Fucking Axel!
Well, I would like to see Gamma and Metal Sonic in particular,
Ooh, Metal Sonic.
Yes. Although I would be, really, really, really happy if they threw in a few characters from like the comic series that you never really hear about
like
anymore.
Scourge the Hedgehog.
Oh my God, Scourge! Yes. Like Scourge. What was the name of the one chick who like had a thing with Knuckles? The other echidna. Sue.
I can't remember, but I think I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, just more comic-based characters versus like a lot of the video game characters. But yeah, Scourge is definitely like the main one from the comics I want to be there. But other than that,
oh hell yeah,
Gamma and Metal Sonic.
Who knows? I think it would be interesting to see Team Chaotix.
Team Chaotix has just been so forgettable to me that I always keep forgetting they exist. It's like I just play a Sonic game and then I see them and I'm like, who the fuck are you? All right, Chaotix. Though I do like SBO, mainly because A, he's a ninja, B, Troy Baker. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And yeah, I'm really excited for Sonic Boom. Can't wait to hear more regarding it. And yep.
Same.
Now it's your turn, Fish.
And all of a sudden I feel like I am being condemned to die in a fire.
You are! Get the fire!
I got better! Axe!
There we go. That makes more sense. The world is now complete. So, Sony has recently announced it will be making its own little competitor for the Oculus Rift thing. The Oculus Rift is like a giant pair of goggles you wear on your head, and it's supposed to make a game more immersive. Like, you actually look in a direction and you sort of follow that in the game, so it's like you're actually inside the game looking at what happens. So there's been a lot of interesting games done with the Oculus Rift series, and Sony decides, hey, it's pretty much, you know, our thing to take someone else's thing and turn it into our thing, so let's take Oculus Rift and make it into our own thing. So yeah, they're going to be announcing on March, that's on the show that they're going to be doing, that on the 2014 Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, they're going to be demonstrating their Oculus Rift competitor. So they're getting into the virtual reality device now. They copied the Nintendo remote things before. They've copied who knows how many things, and now Oculus Rift is another thing they're trying to get their hands on.
But still, Sony is pretty awesome with its game system, so maybe this will turn out pretty cool.
It could, and if it turns out half as good as Oculus Rift has, it could be potentially good. I've seen like a lot of games played by Markiplier using the Oculus Rift things, and the potential for that is amazing. Like, you can't readily get a hold of it, but if you do, like, just some of the games, like, they may not be very long games, or, you know, they may not be the best games ever, but just the potential for Oculus Rift is astounding. Especially for horror shit. You really get scared the fuck when you don't know where to look, because you actually have to look in directions to actually get the most out of Oculus Rift.
I am such a wuss when it comes to those games, and I would probably piss myself on that in that regard.
But yeah, the Oculus Rift thing does look like it has potential, so seeing Sony get into it, it is Sony basically taking another idea that isn't theirs and trying to make it into their own thing, so I am a bit skeptical, but if it is half as awesome as the original Oculus Rift is, I do think that this will be, you know, a very awesome thing. And then Jamie the Comic wanted us to do the Twitch Plays Pokemon stories. So, from what I've heard, they apparently completed one of the Pokemon games. I don't know if it was red or blue, but like, they had enough people to enter the 5 digits. They managed to beat one of the Pokemon games. I don't know how you could get like a total amount of 5 digits as far as people goes playing an entire game and managed to get from start to finish. But apparently they did. And now they're playing another Pokemon game, and I don't know how far they are on that, but
jeez.
God, but that is scary that you could get that many people to apparently play a Pokemon game that well. That is scary.
Yeah. It's like all of them suddenly turned into the delightful children from down the lane from Codename Kids Next Door.
You mean where they're just speaking the same sentence
yeah,
at the exact same time,
yeah.
the same monotone voice?
Yeah, and
hello, kids next door.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I love that show.
Yeah, everyone did. Then it got canceled.
Yeah, that's sad.
But yeah, and let's see. I don't really know what else to do with the Twitch thing. They already beat one game, they're moving on to another, so I don't know where they are on that, but it's still crazy that that's a thing, and it worked as well as it
Yeah.
has.
So that means, since we're done with that topic, it's time for some emails!
Okay, so, first question. What's the worst thing you've read?
Pink and I were just reading something pretty bad today, to the point where I was crying at how bad it was.
It was so bad, and not just bad in like spelling errors, although the spelling errors are defaultly hilarious, but it was just so offensive.
It was basically an Attack on Titan fanfic called, if I'm pronouncing this right because the spelling errors are so atrocious, Attack on... I don't know how she spelled Titan, but whatever.
High School.
It is so bad. It's like, and, we've done, groups, Pink and I have been part of groups of friends that have read this person's other fanfic that was so horrible, that was based on Smash Brothers. That was laughably bad. This one, while it has some laughs, is just garbage. And for shame.
It is really offensive.
And if it's so bad that I am literally crying at how bad it was, because I'm not even joking there, I was crying.
It was that bad.
I was crying at how bad and offensive it was. There were tears down my face. I couldn't stand it. We had to stop. We had to fucking stop.
Yeah, but we do need to continue it eventually because there is supposed to be a good chapter at the end.
Anyway, worst thing you've read, Fish Dragon?
Nothing I can pull up the top of my head, but yeah, fanfiction can get very disturbing. Very, very disturbing, if not just for the spelling and grammatical mistakes, but, the closest thing I'd have to really a worst thing, because I am not really easy to offend, but I have had to proofread a friend's story over the years. She has written a story that's about 100 parts now, longer than that, and just at the beginning, oh my god, the English and the spelling was so goddamn atrocious. It hurt just looking at him. It was garbage, pretty much.
In these fanfics, sometimes the bad spelling can be unintentionally sexual, especially when you misspell cum.
Oh dear god, that reminds me of another fanfiction. I didn't actually read this, but apparently some friends of mine knew this one kid. Like, I'm saying kid because I think he was barely into puberty or something like that. Decided he wanted to write a Kingdom Hearts fanfic of Kairi and Namine, and part of it was cumed covered banana and don't eat my tits or something like that.
What?
I have no idea what the hell was going on, but one of my friends was just reading part of it, and the two things I remembered were cume covered banana and don't bite my tits off. I have no idea what
I hate to use a joke that from my last appearance, but I am just so close to walking out that door right now. It's wide open. I'm close to walking out right now.
Just go out and shout real quick.
Should I? Really?
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm okay now.
Okay then. So, next question. If you could be ice cream, what flavor would you be?
Soft serve vanilla. That shit's good.
I would be strawberry. Because it's pink and delicious.
Of course.
And I love strawberries.
I'd probably be vanilla because I'm just not that interesting.
Oh, I'm sure you're plenty interesting.
Last question. If you could have any fictional object from a movie or novel, video game, whatever, what would it be?
I would have the ability to use chaos control. So, a chaos emerald, basically. Because, come on, that would be cool. You could slow down time and bend it to your will. Like, you're late for something. Chaos control, you're no longer late.
Hacks the space-time continuum.
So it would either be that or a time-traveling DeLorean, because let's face it, the DeLorean is awesome.
My turn?
Yes.
Keyblade.
Oh. Of course. Fuck it, I'm switching mine. I want a Keyblade.
Yeah, Keyblades are awesome!
No take-backsies.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
I'm flipping you off with both hands!
I've been flipping you off with both hands!
Ah! Now we must do over-the-top anime yells. Ah!
Oh!
Ah!
Oh!
It sounds like you both are in a yaoi together.
That's why I just said, I love you. This podcast got a little sussy.
Haruko, if you are listening to this, no, I am not indulging in your fantasies, so don't even think about it.
Hi, Haruko.
You guys suck.
Aww.
But yeah, if I could have anything, I'd have a Gundam.
Oh, a giant robot.
Yes, a giant robot, because fuck you, I have a giant robot.
Giant robots don't mean shit if you have keyblades and friendship.
Although I do admit I would like a giant robot panda.
Then go get yourself a cookie.
That's a good idea. I might do so after this podcast. So anyway, I'm going back to my Jamie voice. Thank you all for joining the podcast tonight. My British accent is still horrible.
And how is that even a Jamie voice? It sounds like it sounds nothing like him.
This is the first time I've done it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Judge him.
You know, I don't
him.
judge. Pink, I don't judge your lifestyle. I don't know why you have to judge mine. Why do you judge my lifestyle?
She just happens to think you look very fetching in a dress.
No comment.
Are you wearing a pretty pink dress?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's okay, man.
This is harassment!
Alright, anyways, I am now doing a British accent now, and doing it in the most sexy voice I could. So, this has been the podcast. That has been Fish, that has been LJ, and I have been Pink.
I am going to beat the shit out of Fish as soon as I'm able.
Bring it on home.
Oh yes, we must engage in fisticuffs.
Oh, fisticuffs. Stop it. Stop it.